Welcome to another episode of Nibble Time Snack Review. Happy Halloween. At time of recording, it is actually the day before Halloween. I guess not really recording, but at the time of release, it would be October 30th. So happy Halloween. Hopefully a lot of people are going out and having some awesome Halloween parties and getting ready to go trick-or-treating tomorrow. So this episode is going to revolve a little bit about some of those tasty treats that we all love. I know me personally, I am a huge fan of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Not everybody is, but it is on the USA Today top 10 list of Halloween candies. It actually comes in at number 1. So I'm just going to run down real quick. We got Reese's Cups, we have Skittles at 2, 3 M&Ms, 4 Starburst, 5 Hot Tamales. Now, fun fact about Hot Tamales, for Halloween one year, got a huge thing of hot tamales to give out. And even the people who stopped by, they didn't take any. And my kids just made fun of me for years, and to this day even, about hot tamales. Nobody wants them, nobody wants them. Well, guess what? They are number 5 on the top list of Halloween candies. So take that, take that. All right, next is at 6 was Sour Patch Kids, 7 Hershey's Kisses, the little ones. 8 is Snickers, and Snickers will be one of the candy bars that we're going to dig into today. Number 9 are Tootsie Pops, and a controversial number 10 of candy corn. Candy corn coming in at number 10 on the most popular top Halloween candies. When you have a positive, you need the negative with it as well. So let's talk a little bit about the 10 worst. So did 1 to 10, let's go 10 to 1. Number 10, it's actually black licorice. It's kind of gross, deserves to be on that list. Number 9, Good and Plenty. The name says it all. They ain't good though, but they are plentiful because nobody's eating them. 8, Tootsie Rolls, which I find to be interesting since Tootsie Pops are on the top 10 list of popular, but the Tootsie Roll is not. They're very similar. I know one's more of a sucker, one's not, but you know, this is what the list was. Number 7 are Mary Jane's, which I don't know what a candy like that. I know there's something else that has Mary Jane, but we'll move on. Those wax cola bottles, those ones, lots of old people give those out. People are not digging on it though. Number 5, Necco wafers. I can go for a Necco wafer every now and then, maybe like once a year, but it ain't at Halloween, tell you that much. Number 4, Smarties. Was a little shocked to see that pop up on the list. I know you're expecting to get like a candy bar or something, but when it comes down to it, you know, Smarties are good. They don't deserve to be on there. Number 3 is Peanut Butter Kisses. I'm not so familiar. I don't know if it's just like a peanut butter version of the Hershey's Kiss. I haven't seen those, so if I do, I'm probably going to have to try them because I love peanut butter and chocolate. Number 2, so deserving, Circus Peanuts. They are awful. They're terrible. You don't need to buy them. Just pass. If you're handing those out at Halloween, rethink your life. And number 1, this is the most controversial because it's number 10 on the most popular. It's also number 1 on the least popular. Candy corn. Make up your mind lists. Either it's popular and people like it, or it's not popular and people like it. Or people hate it. I think people just hate it. Candy corn is not very good. You know, you have a little bit of it and that's it. And yeah, that's what I got to say about that. So, like I said, one of the things we're going to be talking about is the Snickers. I do want to show this. It is a cinnamon bun Snickers. So we're going to be digging into that in just a moment. The other candy bar that we're going to be talking about is the Twix Salted Caramel. Now, I've previously reviewed Snickers, so I don't have a whole lot to say on that one. I do have one interesting fact I want to talk a little bit on, and I'm going to dig into a couple quick facts on the Twix, just because we're doing a lot of other things with the Halloween, so we're not going to do a ton of the facts. So, Snickers, I want to talk to you just for a moment. Just us. Nobody else is listening. 2019, you start lobbying to move the date of Halloween, from October 31st to the last Saturday of the month, putting out slogans like Halloween on a Thursday, not satisfying. Halloween on a Saturday, now that's satisfying. You know what's satisfying? Leaving Halloween on the same day that it always is, October 31st. If it happens to be a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it doesn't matter. Belongs on the 31st. Don't be trying to move this date. I don't care what type of lobbying you have. Too many people are going to fight it. We will dig in hard on this one, Snickers. Okay, so now that everybody stopped listening as I talk to Snickers directly, let's talk a little bit about Twix. Actually came out in 1967 and first launched in the United Kingdom. They are very popular throughout Europe. It's actually known as the Raider in Europe as opposed to Twix. Made its debut over into the United States in 1979. Became a huge hit. They didn't go with the name Raider because there's a football team called the Raiders. So what they did was they thought about what they had and they came up with the name Twix. Now, how do you come up with Twix? We have twin bars, so we got the word twin, and then we have ingredients, so thus was twin and mix, a mix of ingredients, Twix. Somebody was paid a lot of money for that. I'm sorry, but Twix came its name that way. So we're going to be digging into these two, and as a special treat, because it is Halloween, we always do on the threes, we're also going to be doing pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts just to round it out, because who doesn't want to have a little pumpkin pie with the Pop-Tarts? So let's start. I already have the Pop-Tarts cooked. Let's start that way. This is the warm one. I have a cold and a warm, so we'll get a different look at it, see what it looks like on here. It looks like the filling definitely looks like it. So let's take. It tastes like a warm pumpkin pie. I think they did a pretty good job on that. Let's see what it tastes like cold, though. Are we going to get cold pumpkin pie? I don't know. You tell me. So if you plan on getting these, one, they're pretty good when they are heated up. It doesn't taste like anything cold. Literally, I have no pumpkin taste, no nothing. It's just kind of like bland. So that is that's the pumpkin pie. So let's go into the Twix. With some salted caramel. You more of a left Twix or a right Twix? I don't know why. I always like to buy the left Twix. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. It's definitely got that traditional Twix flavor to it, but that little bit of extra with the salt, with the salted caramel part of it. I don't think it's quite enough to say that it's different enough from a traditional Twix. Yeah, it's like a regular Twix with a little slight extra. So I'll be. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. All right. And we have Cinnabon Snickers. Let's try this one now. With that shreds. So it really starts off tasting like a traditional Snickers bar. but then it kind of gets a little bit more gooey than a regular one. I don't know if I'm really tasting Cinnabon. I'm searching for the cinnamony flavor. I'm just not getting it. So, all right, well, let's review. We got the pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts. If you're gonna try them cold, it's probably going to be more like, it would be a 30 on cold, and it would be a 70 on warm. So if we average those together, what does that come down to? 45 overall. So not terrible. That cold really, no, that wouldn't be 45. What would that be? 55? 55. Sorry, my math's a little off. Twix, salted caramel. A traditional Twix to me is always going to be in like your mid 80s. It's going to be like an 88, 85, somewhere in that range. Because it tastes basically like a regular one with a little bit more, but I was expecting more because it's salted caramel as opposed to the regular. I'm going to have to knock it down to 75. And then the Snickers Cinnabon, there's no real cinnamon flavoring, no Cinnabon flavoring. You know, for me, Snickers are always going to be in like the 90s. I love them. But I got to knock it down as well. So it's going to get a 79. Just because they kind of missed the mark on all of these. It's not quite the Halloween episode I was hoping for, but it is the Halloween episode that you've gotten. So, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Halloween candy is. And then we'll see you next week. Take care.